Hey everybody, it is Erin Reed from Erin Reed Makes, and it's been a while since we've been on. Today we're going to look at some of the amazing products that I get to work with all the time because I have the amazing opportunity to work with a ton of wonderful companies. I keep saying amazing because I still pinch myself to the fact that this is my job. This is what I get to do. This is the fun thing I get to do with my life, which is crafting and creating. So take a look at some of the fun boxes that I just got in. I've got a ton of great supplies I want to share with you guys from some wonderful companies that I partner and work with. And so without further ado, let's jump in and let's take a look at some of the amazing fun. I just can't stop saying it. Sorry. I can't even say the right words. I'm so excited of all the crafty goodness I just got in. All right, let's take a look. And so the first one I want to show you guys is one called Wild Whisper. This is one from Pam Designs. She is a fellow crafty designer like myself, and she has designed some amazing papers. She's also known as a girl with a flair. And so papers and stamps, embossing, and also some flair. So let's take a look. She has partnered up with Wild Whisper. And those of us that work with Xyron, which I do as well, have all gotten this amazing paper line. So these are 6 double-sided sheets. They even took the original sheet. So take a look at this. So some of these are her gel prints. So she created the art, and then they've turned it into a scrapbook page. This is a 12 by 12. This is a glossy paper. I don't know if you guys can see that extra shine on there. It's pretty cool. So it's extra durable. So if you want to do mixed media, have a little more kind of oomph inside, if you want to heat emboss it, it's not going to warp and wrinkle and do all kinds of crazy stuff with it. It's Holland bedtime. Well, you know what? I like to watch shows when I go to bed anyways. Very curious what we're going to show us. Well, I got a ton of stuff. I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 companies we're going to be going over today. So that's pretty awesome. I've been saving all my boxes that have been coming in to show everybody. Hello, Ashley. So this is the first one. Here we have the double-sided. And the bonus sheet is the one that's on the back side of this. And then you also get a little strip at the bottom. Look at this beautiful one. Now this one is called Carefree, which, dude, I need that right now. I need my carefree life at this moment. So here we are, Carefree. Look at this beautifulness on this side. I love that she doesn't just stick with one set of colors. She really just kind of goes and has fun with it. Some are prints, some are digital. She really kind of goes all over. Look at this. So you have like a real print from her on one side, and then on the other side, you get this really, pretty kind of digital, but also like hand drawn. It's so gorgeous. Here's another one. She really kind of like hits a lot of different fun notes on her papers. Look at this beautiful one right here. And oh, that's my favorite color. She nailed it. Nailed it. Here's another one. So she's really kind of gone through. If you notice, she's got like a fun print on one side, and then she's got almost like what I would call a solid. It's not really a solid, but it's a close to a solid, which I love. All right, so we're hitting Wild Whisper first, which is from Pam Designs. The back side of this one we have, ooh, look at the fun plaid. Lovely, lovely. And then on this side we have this beautiful, looks like paint pouring, but it's like on a print. So pretty. Ooh, look at that. So different. That's really, I love this one. This one somehow speaks to me really, really nicely. But it's not perfect too. Like it's got some fun things into it. It's really cool. Oh, here's another cool one. Lots of cool layers we have up here, really doodly looking. And on the back side, we have what I call the cutouts. So you can see little pieces of images like of the previous paper. So she's got some what I call project life papers. So 4x6s, 3x4s, and also some fun other shapes too. So she's kind of played around. So it's all carefree. It's all just having fun. She probably, again, she lived in the moment and she created art, and that's where the paper line came from. That's where I'm thinking the vibe is coming from. So this is her paper line. It's called Carefree. It's available. I didn't get all the links ahead of time, but all the links will be I can't talk. All the links will be available as soon as I'm done doing these videos. So you can find me on YouTube, on Facebook. That's where both of these are going live right now. And then I'm also on Instagram and Pinterest and on my website. But I will post all of these links on both Facebook and YouTube if you cannot find it under this video. So she also has a stamp set, which goes with this, which is really, really cute. And so play in the sun, dance in the rain, sing like no one's listening, and live carefree. So that's kind of the vibe. I love that. Just live carefree, live in the moment. Take those tiny moments that we're getting right now, because we're all under a ton of stress, let me tell you. Oh, there's been a lot of stress going on here, which is why I've not gone live in a couple weeks. So sorry for those of you who have missed me. Not that you probably did, but in my mind, I'm going, they're craving my videos. So whatever works, right? Let's get me through the day. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day and joining me. And so she's just had some beautiful carefree things. So here, carefree, friendship is a treasured gift. I love that. And then she's got some beautiful flare pieces that go along with it. So these are just flat back pieces. They're kind of like buttons, but they're not buttons is the best way to describe it. So here are the cute buttons. And then she's got embossing powders to go. This one is called Buttered Pearls. So this one is through Emerald Creek Designs. So she also has a line through Emerald Creek and also through Wild Whisper, which is where she does these ones, and they kind of go together. So this is her new release. It's awesome. Again, I will post links to where you can find this. But Pam is a dear friend of mine, a fellow designer, and she does amazing stuff. This is one of her many lines that she has produced. So again, if you check out her stuff, you'll see all of her other things. Okay, next. Let's put Pam's off to the side. Put that down. All right, next, stamping. Okay, so you guys know I've been working with Makers Movement for a little while, and they have some amazing new stamp sets that have come in. A couple of these I've actually pulled out and started making stuff. So here you can see I've already pulled it out. And thank you, Ashley. So, well, not thank you for saying it. I will let Pam know that you love her line. So here is the alphabet set, and I did have the sheet, and I stuck it somewhere. Oh, here it is. Ta-da! So this is called the alphabet die set, and I did already use this on a project that went live on Saturday. I believe it went live on Saturday. So I used it to cut out all of the fun little hearts, all the words, not the hearts, right? The words that went on my candy hearts. So as you can tell, it's a nice size. I did not use any of the back image. There's kind of like a mat for each letter per se. And so they're individually, you just cut them apart. You can see already some of them like the K, you can see some of them have pulled apart. And I put them on this magnetic sheet and then put it in plastic so I wouldn't lose it because there's so many little pieces in this. So I didn't want to lose them. And so that's where these ones came from, which I absolutely love. Aren't they adorable? They're so cute. Check out the video. It went live on Saturday. They're fun. It's like using all my fun scraps, like my scraps of vinyl, which is what I cut that out, my scraps of felt. I had in my drawer for like the past year. So fun stuff. All right, some other fun dies. So slimline cards. I am predicting slimline cards, which I just think they're fun because it's a cool shape. This is going to be my #1 trend. I truly think it's the #1 trend for card making, specifically card making for this upcoming year, just because it's a fun shape to work with. It's something different. You can go vertical with it. You can go horizontal with it. And it's just something a little bit different. And it's not new. It's been around for a while. It's kind of making a resurgence in a matter of speaking. So this die set is like the Slimline Essentials. So you get a whole bunch of different mats. You can go larger slimline, smaller slimline. You can see that there's all different edges. There's stitched edges. There's scalloped edges. There's straight edges. There's a large one. There's a small one. Lots of fun circles. So you guys have seen some of the stamp or some of the cards where they have had like embedded circles within there. This would allow you to do that. You can also do squares with that as well. So many fun things. There's also tags. I mean, they really kind of went, okay, well, we're going to put this amount of space in here. And it's going to be, we're going to jam as much into this one set as we possibly can, which I love that because it's a really good bang for your buck. So that is from Makers Movement. It's called the Slimline Essentials. You know I'm going to be playing with that guy. The next one, and you can tell I've already kind of opened it up and used it. So I did this 2 weeks ago. Sorry for all of you. I felt like a big schmuck because I just couldn't get my act together to get organized to do my live card making Wednesday. My daughter has potentially broken her arm. She's currently in a cast, and it was just like chaos happened around here. And it was the one thing I just couldn't get my rear in gear to go live and get organized to do that. It just wasn't going to happen due to all the craziness that was happening at this moment or at that moment. So this was from 2 weeks ago. And I'm so sorry about not doing a live, but there will be one coming tomorrow because tomorrow is Wednesday. So that way we'll be doing that live tomorrow. Fingers crossed everything goes well. So no technical difficulties or anything, but yeah, tomorrow, probably around 4:30, 5 o'clock, right about the same time as this video has gone live. Maybe 5:30, depending on how the kids' schoolwork goes in those days. Yeah, she'll be fine. They think it's more of a sprain, but because she's 8, she had to get a cast just to be safe. But we go in next week to see how everything is healing. So fingers crossed, because she got it last Tuesday. So Wednesday, it was like she had just gotten the cast. She's figuring out how to do things. There was no way right after her getting casted that we were going to be able to go live and me figure out what to do with cards. And okay, let's add more to this year, let me tell you. So back back to this one. Sorry, that was just my little soapbox there. We have the gumball machine set. This one is super cute, as you can tell. Sorry, there's the door. She just walked in. She's doing great. So here's the gumball machine from Maker's Movement. It makes super, super cute cards. Here's a couple that I made 2 weeks ago. They're adorable. I was going to do all this live video, but it just, you know, life happens. So we're doing it today because why not? We all need something happy to look at. So these are some fun, happy things. It's also got a fun, like you could do it in traditional colors, but if you check out the video, it shows you how to make this. And I made this with all just solid color cardstock and scraps of cardstock. So that was, I love this particular stamp set because it's just basically lots of scraps of paper with a few little stamps. It's perfect for that kind of card. All right, so let's put that off to the side. The next one, and this one is coming tomorrow. So this is our video tomorrow. It is a Magical Day stamp set, stamp and die set. It is so cute. It's got this adorable little bunny, and it's got a magic hat, and it says it's all about birthday, which I love. And so just look, it's not, my card's not going to look like the one on the front here, but it's going to be, you know, it's going to be fun. So let's join us tomorrow, and we'll learn all about how to do the Magical Day stamp and die set, which is a happy birthday. Or you can go along with the hope your day is magical. Family first. Yes, family first. That has definitely been the vibe for the past couple of weeks. Family has been first for sure. All right, here's another super cute one called You're My Jam stamp and die set. So here we have, it looks like a couple of honey pots, and we got a bee, and we got some fun pieces. And look at the door. I love that they put on the back side what it looks like. So this is another shaker card version of a shaker card. So this turns into a shaker element. So we'll be playing with this down the line. Here's another one that's great for like extra scraps of paper. This one's called Castle Mini Scene. So just to show you, it turns into like a mini scene of a castle. So it's paper piecing. You have all the elements that go with it. So you also get like the mountain scene, you get the road. So if you're ever looking for some cool, even if castle's not your vibe, this has some great background scenes that you can use, which is awesome. So I love that. And then lastly, because I think I love using these, this is a happy birthday stamp, sorry, die set, not stamp set, die set, also from Maker's Movement. These are all Maker's Movement, by the way. And it's nice and large. So this is a great one. It also has the border around it, so you get that kind of matte behind it when you stamp it. Each individual word, it's all there. And just to show you how it looks, you can see, super cool, right? I love that. Woo-hoo. So these are all the fun new stamp and die sets, mostly die sets this time around from Maker's Movement, which is an awesome company. It is based out of here in the United States, out of Phoenix actually, and they make all of their dies here in the States, which is pretty darn awesome. And so there you go. And also the stamp company that they use to help create the stamps is also based out of the United States as well, which I think is pretty cool. Actually, just down the road, for the companies work together quite often, which I think is pretty cool. All right, moving on. More stuff to go. Oh my gosh, it's like Christmas. Okay, another one of the amazing companies I get to work with is Plaid. I love Plaid. They have some amazing paints. And so I got a wonderful box of not just paints. I'm just lining them all up here. So I'm going to try and put them in order of all the cool paints that came in. So last year they released a couple of new paint sets. Here, I'm going to line it up like this because they're just too fun not to look at all of them. And so I'm going to keep going. Hang on. And there we go. Whoop, and I'm just a little bit off camera. Yay. Yes. I love that they're made in the United States. There's lots of cool things about things being made in the States, which I think is awesome. Number one, right now with everything going on, we're not having to worry about things being imported in and then delays in shipping. So they're able to manufacture a lot of the stuff here. Now with the raw materials, that's a whole nother story. And delays in shipping on everything is just a craziness. But you know, all the companies are doing the best they can to keep up with that. Things are just kind of not in the same workflow they were 2 years ago. Because a year ago, things started shutting down. You think about it, it's been a year. It's crazy. All right, back to Plaid. Plaid's fun. So Plaid owns a couple of different, or they are the parent company of Folk Art, which is this main line here. These are all their chalk decor paints. These ones are, I love this. So we have Milk Jug, Vintage Teal, Blue Chill, French Linen, and Sandstorm. And these you can paint on all different kinds if you think about home decor. So woods and anything that you would want to do home decor. It has that chalky finish and it's awesome. So it talks about all different ways that you can use this. You can seal it with the Folk Art home decor waxes, clean up with, you know, it's a water-based paint. and they're just lots of fun. We've played around with a couple of versions of these colors on my daughter decided she wanted to redo her bedside table, and so we painted it, and then we put a stencil on, and we like sponged on with the chalk, you know, and all kinds of stuff. So it looks really cool, and it's been in her room for probably about a year, and it's held up really well. And we didn't even seal it. We just let it go with paint because I really just, you know, she just was like, Mom, I'm gonna do it myself. I'm like, go for it, girl. All right, they also have their new FX paints. These ones are flexible acrylic paint, which basically means there is a huge industry of cosplay. It's not happening necessarily in person right now, but people love to make costumes. And so they will put paint on top of flexible things, materials that they wear as their costumes. And as you're wearing a costume, it's bending and flexing, and you need it to be able to move and not crack. And that's what these paints are for. So if you have something that is flexible, a rubber or a material or anything that you want to have that you're going to be flexible, these FX paints are perfect for that. And we got some fun colors. So these are all flexible acrylic paints. This one is nuclear neon. We have high voltage glitter, armor metallic, and satin smooth. You can still use these as regular paints, but they're really cool for anything that you need that needs to be bending. All right, the next ones, these ones are fun. These launched last year at Creativation. And yes, there is another Creativation, and I'm going to do my best to bring you as much as I can from this year. It is all virtual, but I will do my best to figure out how to bring all the goodness to you this year. So things are still in the works. It's not happening until March, so we have some time next month. Holy crap, that's next month. But these got launched last year, and I finally get my little paws on them. There was a big delay in paints because they were flying off the shelves in a lot of the different big box stores. So think of any of the big craft stores that are big box stores. People were going in and buying whatever they could because everybody was home and doing crafts, which are awesome. And so the fellow influencers and designers that work with Plaid, we kind of got put like, hey, you know, we're going to send you stuff as soon as possible, but they just couldn't send it right away because they had to fulfill the orders from their major companies, which is awesome that people were getting paint. So a year later, I'm so happy I finally got these. They came out with their Glitterific 2 years ago, and I have a whole bunch of fun colors, and now they're coming out with these fun ones. These are called polka dots and icons. So the polka dots, as you can tell, it actually has polka dots within the Glitterific. So you not only get glitter, but you also get the polka dots. So it's really big, giant polka dots, which is so awesome. So I got a color of that. This one happens to be, let's see if I can find it on here. Usually they print it really small somewhere in a corner. I'm going to go with blue for right now because I can't find it off the top of my head. Sometimes they like to change where they put the color. Well, we're going to go with blue. I can't find it. Blue. It's not blue, but I'm going to call it blue. All right. Then they also came up with their icons. Icons has got a whole bunch of fun shapes inside of it. So there's no little label on the top, which I love the labels on the top, by the way. I think they're awesome. And you can tell in the circle of the icon, this one happens to be butterflies and flowers. So inside of here, you guys can see it's got a whole bunch of little butterflies and flower parts. So that's a little out of focus in the glittery bits. And so it's a paint, yes, but it's more like a medium that has all these chunky glitter bits that you kind of pat down on there. So you'd have to put a coat of something first before you would put this on there, because as you can tell, it's pretty clear. I mean, there's a color to it, but you wouldn't want to put this on just raw wood unless you want to see the raw wood underneath. You'd see whatever it is unless you put a paint color. And you probably want to do a couple of coats of this. This one is got stars. So you can see a little star icon right there. So this thing is chock full of stars. And this one's kind of like in this light pink, and this one is in this light blue. And it's super glittery. You just look at that in there. They're so awesome. So it's an addition to their Glitterific. Now they've added shapes to them. This one's dots. Here we have stars. And this one is flowers and butterflies. And the last one, this one is Artist Pigment. They also have high-end quality paints. This is their Pure line. And I only got the one. I got Sap Green. So it's not just your basic crafting paint. It's a little bit higher end, which I love. And so they actually have, Plaid's got so many things. If you've ever seen Plaid paints, folk art paints, Apple Barrel, Martha Stewart, they're all under the Plaid umbrella. And they have tons and tons of amazing paints. And not to mention, they also have items you can put the paints on. So here is 4 small wood rounds. This is one of the items that they have. They also have slate coasters. Got a little damage in the travel, but they're slate coasters. They're really cool. There's 4 in that pack. We also got, Here we go. Tiles, size 4 or 6, sorry. And there's 3 of them in here. They look like little mini frames, which are pretty cool. So that came as well. We got this really cute little pegboard, little wooden pegboard. So mini clipboard frame, unfinished. Sorry, I didn't read the right thing here. This one just says 3-piece panels. But there's a lip on them, which I think is really cool. So we have a little mini clipboard. And lastly, we also, from the home decor section, the deluxe small chalk brush that you can use with the home decor if you want to do some brush work. It's a really nice brush that goes with that. So Plaid doesn't just create the paints, they create the items that you can paint as well. So if you're ever in the stores and you're looking for something and you see the Plaid logo, or you see the Folk Art logo, or you see the Apple Barrel logo or the Martha Stewart logo, if it's paint related, I'll make that same people. And they are a very, very awesome company. Love all the fun stuff. So more fun things coming with this along down the line. And that's Plaid. So Plaid got a fun box. I got a fun box from Plaid in the mail as well. All right. Now to move all these little guys off. So many fun things. It's like crafty goodness around here, right? I truly am blessed to have the job that I do and to do what I do and be able to bring you guys all the amazing things. All right. Next up is another company I've been working with for a number of years. This is Xyron. Xyron rocks. I cannot tell you how much I love Xyron. They are fantastic. And I got a few new things in the mail from Xyron. So this is the Creative Station. This is the light size. This is the 5-inch refill. It actually fits in the light and it fits in the main one because you can change the size. So this is a double-sided laminate. Not glare, it's just really bad. There we go. Double-sided laminate. Here we have 2 laminator. They have their foil to go with their laminator. So this is in purple, violet, sorry, and then also in gold. And if you, I don't have it handy right now. Oh, no, I don't have it handy. But if you've ever seen foil on cards where you run through and you heat it up and then the foil pulls off, same concept. Right. I also got 2 new refills. This is the 1.5 and this is the 3-inch sticker makers. I love these. They're awesome. You guys know I use these for cards all the time. The clipboard is super cute. Thank you, Country Twinkle. And thank you everybody else who's gotten on. We got Judy, we got Danielle, we got Ashley, we got Kitty, Danielle. Oh, Country Twinkle. Hello, hello, everybody. And then lastly, I should have shown this first. So this was just a fun little box I got from Xyron, some refills and stuff. I also got some more refills, of which I forgot to grab because I already put them away. But I love all their supplies. Just trying to see if I could grab one real quick. No, I have it out. But it's to go with, I'll just show you the main one. I got some more refills to go with my sticker maker and also my tape runner. Sorry, not sticker maker, sorry. My tape runner and my mega runner. So I got more refills to go with these, but I've put them away already. So they're just boxes that have them in there with the refills. And then this is the transfer sheet that you use to put your paper in when you do the foiling before you put it in the laminator. So I got a new transfer sheet. They do tend to kind of wear out their plastic just over time with the amount of heat that goes on there. They tend to kind of warp and get kind of funny. So I got a new one of those. Awesome. All right. All right. And then the last one, which it may be like, dude, why are you showing this off? Well, glue is important, people. Glue is super important. So I just got a refill on some glue from one of the companies I've been working with for a few years now. And we use these glues for all kinds of stuff. And they have a wide range. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of everything. Some of them I got a little bit more than one. So I just pulled one of each. I should put these together. Let's make this a little more organized. There we go. So on the end here we go. I have, oh, these go together. It's a better way to show you. So we do lots of kids crafts in my house with my kids. And so here are 2 stick glues. The best thing about every single one of these glues here, Xyron is the best, Judy. I totally agree. But the best thing I love about these particular kind of glues is that they're all non-toxic, meaning that they're kid safe. It doesn't matter if they're a super glue or a tough glue or whatever range it is. They're non-toxic, which means that it's not going to have the fumes and all the extra stuff that's going to come off that can cause problems down the line. So if your kids happen to lick the glue stick, which hopefully they don't, but you know what, little guys, you never know. They all are super safe, which is hence why it's called Super Tight. And they're really great. My daughter was actually making a project today for school. She had to make, it's over there drying, it's not done yet. She was using the white school glue to make her solar system with pom-poms to show like, here's the sun, the earth, you know, and like and here's the asteroid belt and all that kind of stuff. So she was using the big white school glue for that. But they have a 2-pack of the small glue sticks, which I love, and then the bigger glue stick, the big glue, and the small glue. Plus it has this really cool applicator here where you can like draw out the glue and makes a fine line. So it makes it a little simpler for the kids to use. They also have some super glues here, and actually this should fit over here. So here's a couple of the super glues, and this one's got, it's like super glue, it's got a gel and also the cleaner. So like if you're repairing your mirror or your sunglasses or anything else that is broken that you need to fix, these are your options. This is a thick instant super glue. So in case you want something just a little bit thicker, like not so runny where it, like you barely open it and it goes all over you, that's what the thick stuff is for. That's pretty cool. I'm going to move this one over. This is their Super Tough 360. I've used it for a few different things. This is great for outdoor. If you want something that's going to really hold, equivalent to Gorilla Glue. And as long as you don't get it wet, it doesn't foam up and like bubble up and like bubble out of everywhere. This stuff's pretty darn awesome. I'm going to line this one up next. This is the glue pen. I love this. It's got a dual applicator, fine tip on one end, a broad tip on the other. And I use those card making a lot. If I've got little bitty things that I want to glue, tiny things, sequins and stuff. Maybe I don't want to pull out my sticker maker. Maybe it's just too small. Maybe I just need to add a little tiny drop of glue. That's what I use this guy for. And the last two on the end, the same one. These are the Fusion Tack or the Fabric Tack. They're very similar. Fusion Tack is what this big one's called. It's the same glue. They just they redid the name and they didn't send me the new one, unfortunately. But it's great for anything that has to do with fabric. I've made masks. I've glued rhinestones to stuff. But I mean, really it works with like fabric, glass, leather, plastic, you name it. You can stick all kinds of stuff to each other. And there's a bigger bottle and then a smaller little one there too. So that is the glue line that I got in. So there's lots of cool stuff. So again, I thank you guys so much for joining me. I have been holding on to some of these things. Some I've already used. I couldn't wait. I needed to get the projects and videos up. But I wanted to show you all some of the amazing companies I work with. The links I will be putting down below to where you can find all of these wonderful supplies. Some of these companies are small companies. Some of these companies are giant companies, but I love to work with all amazing companies that are all in the crafty industry. And I love to help support them. A lot of these companies are based out of the United States. For instance, the Super Glue Company, South Carolina. The parent company is actually out of Spain, but the smaller company I'm working out of is from South Carolina. Xyron is based out of Phoenix. Plaid, I'm not exactly sure where exactly Plaid. It's here in the States too. Pam Bray, her designs, she lives here in the States, but it's actually manufactured out of Canada by a small company called Wild Whisper. And then we also have Makers Movement, which is another company that's based out of the United States, which is in Phoenix. So lots of really cool companies. And I really thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you're having an amazing day. We'll be playing with all these wonderful supplies, or I will, and showing you how to work with them very soon in all my upcoming videos. Some of these are somewhat new releases for this year. So you got a tiny bit of a tidbit of what some new releases for 2021 are all about. And I hope you guys stay safe, stay crafty, and have a wonderful rest of your, can't even talk, wonderful rest of your day. That's what I'm going for. So thank you again. Bye, everybody.